guys, so if you're a leader, you need to watch this video like right now. Don't just say that you're watching it, like actually watch it, okay? Please, thank you. One of the overall themes that I kind of learned throughout my entire master's program was this idea of coaching. Now, I've talked about coaching in past videos, but I don't really think I've really got into it, like dug deep and like really kind of like started to peel back that onion, you know what I mean? Before we get going here, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, I love you. Don't forget to follow me at pats.thoughts. That's my Instagram handle, so go follow it. So I've been in the banking industry for about the past 10 years or so. We talk about coaching all the time. Now, what is coaching? Coaching is actually helping that other individual, your coachee. Like if I'm the coach and you're the coachee, I believe that you have the answers deep inside of you, and I am just trying to sit here and I'm helping you find those answers by just asking questions. That is literally what coaching is. Helping you figure out like what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to get there. All those answers are inside of you. I'm just here to help bring those answers out. Now, if you're sitting here trying to figure out like why you're having a lot of turnover, why there's a lot of people leaving you, or you're having conversations with your employees about having these types of conversations with customers, you're probably wondering to yourself like, well, why isn't it sinking in? Or why are my people leaving me and I have to constantly go back and like rehire and rehire and rehire? Now, there are some industries where there's always gonna be just that natural turnover. Like you can never get rid of that. But what I will say, maybe it's time to take a look at like what you're coaching on. Like what is the focus of your coaching? If the focus of your coaching is basically telling your employees how to have conversations with the customers, how to do a process, how to do something, then it's not really coaching. And you're not really getting at the core of the issue or the core of what they want to work on. So that's where we need to go. Leaders are not called to tell someone that they need to do something. No. Leaders are not meant to do that at all. That, my friends, is managing. You are managing. If you want to manage your employee, that's fine. Go up and tell your employees how to have those types of conversations. Go and try and do that. Go and try and do that. Tell them how to have those conversations. Tell them what you would do in this situation. That is not coaching. That is managing, or that is training. I'm sorry, I'm really fired up about this because I really think that there's a huge difference between training and coaching. If you're a leader, you're not supposed to sit here and tell your people what to do, how to do it, how to have conversations with this people. Yeah, we all have goals to meet, so those conversations, yeah, you need to have them, but don't call it coaching. That's not coaching, that's training. Coaching is a deeper level to figure out the true meaning of the individual, why they're having such a tough time. Coaching is focused on them, not on the goals. And if you're realizing that they are having issue meeting goals, we have to figure out why. And not try and band-aid it up by having these conversations of like, well, if you just have more conversations, or if you just do this better. You can have those conversations, but that doesn't get to the core issue. Putting a band-aid on something doesn't necessarily fix it all the time. Sometimes it just holds it together long enough before it bursts again. I think coaching is just amazing, and I think it's something that really needs to happen. I think leaders focus so much on trying to meet that immediate goal that the long-term thought process isn't there. If you're a leader, you're not just looking at the next month, you're looking at the next year and a half. You're trying to game out farther in advance than anyone else is. That's what you're called to be as a leader. And in order to do that, you need to know your people. You need to coach them on what they want to be coached on. If we're doing that as leaders, then we're gonna end up winning. But it's not about winning and losing. It's about focusing on the individual that's in front of you. I feel like I went off on a tangent there a little bit. I'm so sorry, but you know what? I get fired up about this. And it may just be because I went through this master's program where I learned about coaching. A long time ago, coaching to me was more about coaching about like having a conversation or having this type of thing or this type of thing. But now coaching to me is I want to focus on that person right in front of me. What do they want to accomplish? What are their aspirations? What are their goals? Because I guarantee you, if you help that individual reach deep down in themselves to discover who they are at their core, you're gonna build this loyalty and this trust between the two of you that will be there for a very long time. And what happens when you build that trust and that connection with someone that you're leading? Well, then they're gonna go out and they're gonna do their darndest to meet the goals that you're setting. If we focus on the person, if we focus on them, then we win, because everything else comes from that. If we focus on the goal, we focus on a number, if we focus on one thing that isn't the human person in front of you, yeah, you meet a goal, but you might lose the person. Don't lose the person. Meet with the person, trust the person, grow together, build that connection, build that trust, build that camaraderie. And once you have it, that thing is hard to break. I think deep down everyone wants to be coached that way, but I think it's hard. We all have goals that we need to meet. I get that. We all have things that we need to meet, but if we're not coaching the individual, if we're not with them right there in that moment, focusing entirely on them, then what are we doing? So if you're a leader out there and you're trying to figure out this whole coaching and training thing, just remember, if you're training them how to have conversations with the customers, how to do a process, how to do something, that's not coaching. Coaching is focusing deeply on them, on who they are, what they want to accomplish, what their aspirations are, what their strengths are, and just asking them questions to draw out the question that they're asking themselves. It's not focused on you, it's focused on them. So just remember the difference between training and the difference between coaching, because they are truly different, and we need to make sure that we do both. And if we don't understand that as leaders, then I don't know if we'll ever understand it. Thank you for watching The Weekly Thought. Join me next week, talk about something new. Cheers!